And we're back. Alright, good. Sorry about that. Power flickered, it was just enough to come the internet out. Okay. Anyway, back where we were. Do we want to know about the people in charge? Or the rumor mill? I assume I know what the bosses are doing from the first game. I want to know about the rumor mill. Let's see. Simon's dead, but you already knew that. The ground refused to accept your dad, but you knew that too. An awful bachelor arrived from the capital. Some odd girl arrived the same day as you, too. Curious one. Half sure she's some saint. Tore my soul out. Hanged it out to dry. How did Simon die? No one knows. Felt feverish, I guess. You notice he'd been joined at the hip with your dad? Glove in hand? Always together, conspiring, probably engineering a future for us stupid creatures. Canes are still in charge then. Still the same. Saburov the Hawk is in charge, but he's all squawk. The Canes, as usual, rack their brains on how to move the town downriver. Quacks all. The tower already floats. Mark my words, they'll hang the next district in the clouds. As for the master, well, he's the master. You mean Fat Vlad? Sure do. He's sitting pretty, the ugly bastard. Put me in the heart of the warehouses. No complaints here. Quaint little abode and under my feet. A whole railroad. You don't bother Vlad, and he won't bother you neither. I mean, put you in the warehouses. Is stream okay? Are we good? I think we're good. Big Vlad is a scumbag. He's a moneybag first and foremost, friend. He runs the whole machine, feeds the town, allows us to earn our keep. Not just me, but everyone here. How many folks work at the cannery? At the station? The warehouses alone house 400, and everyone gets paid solid coin. And that's how he justifies all this exploitation. You steppe people, all you know is herding cows and pushing plows. We have to look to tomorrow, cub. You think the Canes are interested in architecture for, what, its own sake? Even so, who will pay for it? Gotta think with your stomach sometime. The master is a shrewd man. Although he did ban entrance to the termitary. Of that, I wasn't a fan. What's going on with that? Folks there had problems with Fat Vlad, and it almost turned violent. Makes sense, too. 5,000 animals are bound to turn into beasts. Your kind is like a pack of dogs. One howls and the rest follow. But still. If I find out more, I'll be sure to tell you. His prices aren't all that different. You can get me one more bullet. Might as well. Okay. That's broadly the state of things in town. Big Vlad owns all the businesses, and some people seem to be okay with that. Gosh, it's 4 o'clock already. I don't have any idea if I've done anywhere near enough for today. I need to seriously barter with a teenager and a child. I need to talk to Khan at the tower. The town's all abuzz now. Makes me kind of reluctant to leave. What tower? You blind? Just look over there, the tower across the river. Our polyhedron. Only place where life is real. Okay. Need to trade. Common bar of soap. I bet immunity boosters are worth a bunch of money, but he's also asking a whole bunch for it. I guess I don't need marbles. Marbles are whatever. Have a beetle and a marble, and I'll take the immunity booster. What you giving me this thing? What you giving me with this thing? A little joy, I suppose. Alright, I'll give you, what would you like? Some rest. Okay. Need to trade with a teenager. We'll have finished a little reputation side quest. You're a teenager. You have fish. Great. With this item, I give you some of my luck, I guess. People say I have it in spades. Don't know if I believe it. Now, what will you give me? Compassion. There we go. Reputation boosted all over. I bartered with most elements of the town. Now they'll accept me back as their own. That's helpful. I do like that. Alright, let's talk to Big Vlad.
Life is hard. So hard.
You're a restless soul, Master Barak, or have you come around to my plan? I need to get into the termitary. What for, if I may ask? There's a girl in there I want to meet. Do you, by any chance, mean Overseer Taichik's daughter? Tempted to lie. I think he'll see right through that. If I have no idea how he would react to me wanting to talk to the child leader of the kin. I'm talking about a completely different girl. There's no need for you to visit the termitary, my boy. No need at all. It's my domain. I know what I'm talking about. What's going on in there? The rabble rebels, my boy. The rabble rebels. Working people are easily roused, quick to abandon their humanity and turn into rabid beasts, for that's what they are. It's fine, though. They'll come around. But as long as they're rowdy, I keep them locked tight. It will boil over. This is not the first time. Perhaps it's time you started paying them? Don't tell me how to run my business, my boy. I like you, for now. Don't show me your teeth, and I won't have to show you mine. I don't work for you, Boos. You have no idea what you're talking about, Barak. Why did they tell you about the termitary? What did they tell you about the termitary? That it's a prison? I built that behemoth of a bunkhouse after the wooden town burnt down. They're crammed together in there? Well, they weren't before. It's tight because they're breeding. Do people breed when their conditions are poor? No, they die out. They'd have more space if they did, but they don't. Am I making my point clear? It's still a prison, though. I can't reach Taya for now. Yeah. Everything about Big Vlad is awful. Okay, that's fine. Saburov is closer. I have a feeling I can't get to Khan either. I'm just wondering if I have time to run there and back and then do whatever Saburov wants. Let's run to Khan. I need to go faster. This is not the way I really needed to go. That's not helpful. Some black twire. Okay, we're through here. Yeah, I don't think there was a way he was going to let me talk to Taya no matter what. She would know too much. What are you guys doing?
Look alive, brothers and sisters. This one is in cahoots with Notkin's crew, so tell me, old man, which side are you really on?
I'm on my own.
What do you even want, big man? You come to drag us home? Tough luck. We're going home when we want, and not a minute earlier.
As I see it, there's a fight brewing here. What's the problem, kids?
That's our great conflict, old man. The Soul and the Haves see our tower as the root of all evils. We can't live without it. The tower makes people into super people. The Soul and the Haves would rather become mindless pets.
Can't you just leave them alone?
It's they who won't leave us alone. Day after day, they lure our guys outside and take them down.
What's with the 4-on-1?
First off, it's 4-on-1.5. He does have half a soul more than ordinary folk. Second, we're not here to kick his ass. They're the ones keen on bashing us with clubs and worse. Us, we're a peaceful bunch. We fight only in self-defense.
Why'd you drive him up there like a cat up at a tree?
We're teaching him discipline. He should get used to heights.
You don't mind if I go upstairs and talk to him, do you?
Go ahead. Who's stopping you? See for yourself. The higher you go, the better it gets.
Great.
So what did they tell you?
Will they beat you if you get down?
Hell if I know.
Do you need help?
We'll manage on our own.
To be fair, it's beautiful up here.
That's all right. I'll be quiet when we gather at the station this evening. That's our no man's land. Good place.
Gather at the cargo station?
At the passenger one. We used to gather at the cargo. It was cooler, but now it's all boarded off. You only end up with broken legs. We've got girls and little kids there, too. So now we gather at the platform.
I'll drop by if that's fine by you.
Stop prying. Grown-ups are not welcome where we gather. You ruin everything.
I'll just peek with one eye. Some evenings kids gather at the station. Just like... Where is it? I had a note about people meeting up at Saba's. Sometimes after dark step, people meet at Saba's place. Interesting. Is there something in here? A button. Don't fall. It's a leaf. Okay. Child gang wars taking up my time. I agree, a button does seem like important currency. Oh, can I not run through it? Okay, I can. Good. So every time that chime goes off, an hour has passed. That's what that chime is indicating. There it is. Get it? Thank you. I feel bad ignoring trash cans and stuff as I move now, but... Now lend me your eyes and ears. We trust you, so we'll let you in on the game. Sounds important. Very much so. We've never been allowed an adult into the great game. It's forbidden. You'll be the first, or rather the second. Believe me, we wouldn't invite you if not for that first one. Alright, I believe you. Tell me about your game. It's hard and interesting. Rather it was, until a murderer joined it. What murderer? The one everyone's after. The person who's, well, the old man. I mean, your father. I mean, you know. Have you seen them? We've seen whatever they left in our game. That's enough. What game? Let me explain. We have these caches, lots of them, all over the town. That's where we leave messages and gifts for one another. It's a test of intuition. If you find one, you get to the next level. It also tests greed. Whoever takes items without giving anything in return gets kicked out. But that's not important. Not what you should be thinking about. What should I be thinking about then? Murderer left some items tonight from the old man. Bloody something. And a scary note saying they know we'll try to catch him. That we're reading it. And they see all. Shook me in my boots. Where did you find those items? There are two caches nearby, the dam and the bowsprit. Go, and you'll see for yourself. Only, if you take from a cache, leave something too. Respect the rules, or it'll all go south. Do you respect rules? I'll follow them. The players already gathered here in the stone yard, next to the caches. I mean, I've already been to the middle town in the earth. Maybe they found something there, too. I believe 3 parties are already there. They might know more, but I don't know where they are. I've been standing here waiting for you to pass by like an idiot. Yes, depression geocaching. Good job, Seahawk. That's exactly what it is. 3 groups of kids scattered across the stone yard. Got it. Children's stash is here somewhere, and more players of the game have spent their time nearby. I should keep my eyes peeled. Okay. And another one there. Okay. That's forever away, but if there's free stuff around... Hate to break it to you, big fella, but we won't let just anyone in. I'm here to speak to Khan. Khan, what do you want with him? Important business. We'd know if he wanted to see you. Know why you're all grown up? Because you forgot how to lie. There's an art to it. I'm not getting in, am I? Those are the rules. Tower's all ours. No adults allowed. The tower's chock full of kids? We got some space left. There's only 700 of us. What are you even doing there? You're asking too many questions. Tell Khan I said hi. Khan barely leaves the new building across the river. I can't reach him. Okay. Check that off. I feel like the caches for kids is low priority. I'll swing by this one and then we'll head to Sabarov. If we have time, we'll go back for the other one. Yes. Polyhedron belongs to the Dogheads. The town and the warehouses specifically, that's the Soul and Halves.
Eat our feast, eggs are stones are broken. Ride our mount, legs are chosen. Close our eyes, bones are frozen.
So that's what he looks like. Behold, folks. So here's what we want you to know. Don't let yourself think we'd let you in on the game just because you're pretty. No one's happy that we had to do it, got it? No one knows you yet. And if you spill the beans to any grown-ups, you'll mess it all up. Got it? Have you found anything? Go to the gut. You'll find a cache there in the boulders next to a threshing machine. Just be sneaky, all right? Don't let anyone see you, got it? Will you calm down, you distrustful chipmunk? Okay, there's another children's stash there. Yo, great trash can, lots of stuff. Whoa, I didn't have room for that? Hold on. We can make room. I'm carrying too many bottles of water. My hunger's getting up there. Let's drink the milk. That'll help. Okay. So there's more groups of kids I could find and talk to, and they would tell me more caches around town. Yeah, I need to find a drunk. I haven't seen one. I've been by the pub. Okay. Kid was standing still. I found it suspicious.
I jump and draw, harump and wail, as bones.
Tread lighter, will you, or you'll wake up the mistress. Victoria would be fine. But what if you disturbed Nina? I'm here about the caches. Yeah, we know. Sleepyhead told us you were in. Here's one cache. Found odd things inside. Play well, will you? Don't let us down. I'll do my best. Sometimes we get together in the Nutshell. It's like a place. We go there in the evening, in the morning, even at noon. All in all, we come and go as we please. If you get a lead, go to the Nutshell, will you? You'll find someone there. Eh? Eh. Okay. This is the Nutshell then? Okay. Reminds you of Witcher. Children are gathering at the station in the evening. Ugh. I've wasted so much time today. That's all I can think. Where's the stash? I walked all the way up here. There isn't anything for me to interact with. Irene won't show me anything. Oh my god. I don't know what I'm looking for. Or herbs. I'm just leaving. I gotta get to Saburov. He has information on my dead father. Oh, this rocket horse. I don't actually have room for that. Eat. Okay. I mean, it's almost certainly somewhere around there. I don't know. I don't know where, and I don't want to waste any more time. The sun is already setting. This way. Where do you think you're going, buddy? You're on important business. Everyone is here on important business. I'm not here to join the watch. I don't give a damn. Wait your turn like everyone else. Off my case. Saburov sure seems ready to take up the reins of power. It's about time, if you ask me. Why is that? Because you can't trust people, that's why.
The rule of the three families was about trust in each other and in the townsfolk. Damn nobles trusted people to govern themselves, and the people, they're unruly beasts. They don't respond to kindness, only strength. In my experience, people respond better to kindness. Our rulers were kind and lenient. Where did it get us? Yesterday, blood flowed like water. A woman was burned to death at the Bone Steak lot. Trust. Ha! Leniency leads to corruption. What we need is someone who will keep the rabble in check. It wasn't kindness that killed those people.
It's a crow eat crow world.
Alexander Saburov. Oh, it's you. We made you a prime suspect yesterday, by mistake. Sorry, that was rash. You were too convincing a suspect. But I won't hear you complain. The error was irrevocable. Did you find my father's murderer? I had no investigation. There's no organized search. I hold no official post here, in case you had any illusions on that part. My power is that of reputation. Traditionally, our family enforces order in the town over the rare occasions that it's broken, and those are rare, believe me. This is a peaceful little town. How can you talk about order if no one's looking for the murderer? Spare me the sarcasm, Barack. Let's get this straight. You're still a suspect, and you'll be a suspect until the murderer is found and proven guilty. The only reason you're walking free is someone called the presumption of innocence. Do I make myself clear? Well, it's a good thing some smart people told you about that. Anything else I can help you with? My house is locked. Do you have the key? The house was locked by the committee that examined the crime scene. There may be evidence. It's in your best interest, and that of a committee. And what did the committee find? Nothing of interest. We don't have any professional investigators in town. Is it so hard to understand? Although one Bachelor Dankovsky, who the Kanes invited from the capital, expressed an interest in their summary. I found it appropriate to share their findings with him, so you may inquire with him. I will. Now I need the key. You may have the key. The house is your property. I have no legal grounds to prevent your access. So can I go home now? If you want to go immediately, you won't be allowed in anyway. Why? The district was blocked off on my orders and Bachelor Dankovsky's advice. Staying there might be unhealthy. Only medical personnel are allowed. But I recall that you're a doctor, correct? Yeah, so sign a pass for me and I'll leave you alone. My pass is huge. Why does this take up so much space? You know what I don't need? I should sell those. I have too many things that probably aren't worth anything.
They say the first blow is half the battle.
I need one more slot. You know what? Let's just... I'm sure eating the raisins is a terrible waste, but... Okay. I have the key to my father's house. So, perfect. Also, we have added Saburov. Let's go check out the crime scene. Drink some water.
house has been defiled. I don't want to live in a place where his blood was spilled. Leaving empty-handed doesn't sound like a good idea either.
My blood is getting thicker.
Just in a quiet
That's a
house.
sign of something is
You can hear the rats in the walls. When sugar dissolves in tea, it's not lost, is it? Neither will you be.
Dropped a match, that's fine.
I'm fraying at the seams.
Feels haunted. That is a good scalpel. A bloody bandage. Are you Googling there, Seahawk? I appreciate it. This is locked. Oh, this is also open. Oh, that looks bad. Hold on.
My chest
Could you catch a
No,
grouse?
Or
Who's
the
that?
rooms in a dark house.
I do not fear death, and neither should you. Death, to a doctor, is but a partner in conversation, the constant witness of our work, even when we succeed. It is not old age or what comes after it that worries me. I am instead beset by the thought that I might fail to pass on my role. Make haste, son. I truly need you. Your loving father, Isidore Bach.
I'll pick up the pass in a second. A rusty key and a note signed VO. I found a spare key, but these key thefts are becoming concerning. Your equipment is far from cheap, is it not? It would serve no one if it gets stolen. And do keep in mind that if our small arrangement is uncovered, I too will have to bear the consequences. Victoria Olkomskaya? So that's either Capella or Big Vlad's late wife. I suppose it could be Vlad Olkomskaya. Olgimsky. Vlad Olgimsky. That makes more sense. Vlad Olgimsky. Yeah. God, I need both. You know what? I don't think I need this leash at all. I need to drop. I have a key to a secret factory building. Handy. Can't always sleep at other people's places, after all. I have a key to a secret factory building. Okay.
My chest could you catch a grouse? Or
Who's
the
that?
rooms in a dark house.
Oh, that's a plague cloud. There's no going through that. herbs growing under his house. I think I'm just leaving. Excuse you?
Pity you, human. You're so good, but there's so little of you left.
I came to pay my last respects to your father. Don't force me out. Did you know him? I didn't. He was already dead when I arrived. Why did you come then? I want to understand him. Why? I talk to people a lot, and they said a lot of good things about your father. Talking to people's my greatest skill, you know? They open up and turn from puppets to actual living humans. Are you going to live here now? Not right now. I don't want to sleep where blood was spilled. Can you get out of my dead father's house, woman? Immunity booster. Name is back to changeling. Yup. That's fine. Bandage. Well, I guess I'm getting rid of a rusty scalpel. Cloth mask. Just put that on. Thanks.
Truth does not do as much good in the world as its counterfeits do evil.
Drink the immunity booster and run through the cloud. You know, that's probably what it's there for. I'm gonna save that for another playthrough. Why are you here? Wrong question. Why are you here? Well, I come bearing a sanitary order, so I'm here to examine and quarantine the place. You won't like it in there. Really? Why? The air inside is unhealthy somehow. It might irritate your tender skin. Is that so? Still, with your kind permission, I insist on examining the place. Even your unkind permission would do, but if you struggle to provide even that, I'll do fine without your consent at all. I hope I don't need to threaten you at gunpoint. Go ahead then, examine the place, and if you can explain what's going on here, be so kind to tell me too. By the way, what is this strange mold, I guess? Is it mold? That thing your house is covered in. Do houses often get scabs around these parts? I don't know. Never seen these before. Yeah, it's covered in the red mold, and so are other houses nearby. Oh boy. Does seem rough to the touch. Have you tried? They say it is, even if it doesn't look it. Looks greasy though. It's like that saying. What was it? What's that mold? Who knows? Something's wrong with the air. This must be it. Some sort of soot from the factory. Guess that's why it was shut down. Only, it's growing fast and the tinge is wrong. I wonder what they used for fuel there. Soot would spread evenly. This is some kind of mold. I really should leave this place. Breathing the soot can't be healthy, right? Sure. No need to take pointless risks. This house is all sick. Must be shingles. Verochka had shingles last year. Mom thought it was the coughs, but then the doctor said it was just shingles. Rash shingles. Got it from a cat. That's what he said. But the house isn't alive. Who told you that? All the houses are alive around here. It's made of stone and wood. Nuh-uh. They can breathe and talk, for real. Don't you believe me? course I believe you. Okay. Terrible bad things happening. The red mold on the outside of houses is a sign that the house is infected, full of plague. Oh, I don't have room for... If I fill them up, then I should be able to take them, yeah. Okay. I'm hungry again. Mm-hmm. Proper nightfall. Okay.
Rough as Dutch, safe to touch. Smooth as bone, leave it alone.
I didn't touch anything. Ah, an old friend of mine, I see. Well, I'm not leaving. You got that? I got it. I got it. Are you catching rents or something? Why are you yelling at me? Old man and I, we used to do a lot of stuff here. I even figured out how to crystallize blue salt. Made extracts myself. Think I was just helping him? I know a lot of stuff. What's that thing on the table then? You make it all by yourself? No need to be nasty. Mind your manners. What is that thing? It's a mixer. Old man used to make medicine here, like tinctures, I think he called it. Extracts from all kinds of gross stuff. So you know how to operate it? Some reason neither of them works. Can you fix them? And I'll do anything. Just don't make me go. See, perhaps I can fix them. Father's contraption is out of order. I'll need a chunk of scrap metal and a good spring to fix it. I have gotten rid of those. Maybe there's one around. Gloves? Thank you. Note to the old man. Dragonfly iris. I'm willing to bet here is a stash I can use permanently. Let's drop our herbs. Alright.
Don't spit into the wind. For your own sake.
Spring
If
is
nothing
good.
else.
And metal scrap. The invisible cat was seen in the warehouses. It can be caught during the day on good days. Uncle Old Man, do you know if it can be someone's half? If so, we can't touch it. Tumbler human? I mean, this is the albino, but, like, what is happening? I hear you now. Speak, but waste no breath. I remember you, Tumbler Toy. Used to pretend you were alive when I was little. Now he would have said, this place is our true home. One can work here. Yes, home is where your work is. You can sleep here. I can store my things here, not like I can carry everything around. You can perform operations here, and of course make medicines, without being disturbed by anyone. Live here, son. Live here and continue our work. This place is yours now. Here you can do anything. That's exactly how he would have said it. The alembic works, Golden Hands. Now let's review what it's for. Remember Ulmar's? It's a tincture made from herbs. Tinctures are the foundation of every treatment. The steppe has graced us with its wondrous herbs. Twire, the queen of plants, Swevery, Ashen Swish, White Whip. Tell me, what's so good about them? They have astringent properties and improve immunity. Properly prepared, a good tincture is a powerful booster. Correct. They reveal the symptoms of a disease and improve immunity. How would you make a tincture? With clear water? No ethanol. Steppe herbs are too delicate. Unente. Clear water and 2 different herbs. You can find both here. Look in the cabinet. Make a single Ulmar for a start. Alright. Menku knowledge. Contraption in the lair can be used to produce herbal tinctures. Father used to practice steppe medicine. Time to follow in his footsteps. Tinctures are brewed from various herbs. Tinctures require clean water from barrels or fountains. Okay, so we're in a tutorial dream, I guess. Clear water and herbs. Select the herb. So that's brown. Blood. That made a white. Tincture is a mixture of water and herbs. Made a Yas tincture. Will you teach me all this stuff? Mixing the herbs, choosing the right ones, all that? Father taught me when I was your age, so why not? Our mom has some sort of wicked disease, Doctor. Can you give my little sister something to keep her safe? She's a frail one. This September is truly foul. It is indeed. I can boost someone's immunity with tinctures and store-bought pills. Suppose I'll grab these. Prophylaxis. Status in danger. Administer an immunity booster. You did all you could. Still in danger, but better immunity. Good. Now let's get down to curing people. What always comes first? We need to determine which layer hides the sickness. Correct again, but you are forgetting something. Pain. Pain is our great ally. It reminds us we're still alive. It drives us to action. However, when a patient is in unbearable pain, we cannot uncover which layer has come out of balance. Not to mention that using Ulmar's hurts the patient as well. Don't get smart with me, boy. We'll get to Ulmar soon enough. For now, get to work. Relieve his pain. It was you who sent me to study clinical medicine. Things are done differently there. You're better off without preparing Ulmars that relieve pain. That knowledge is taboo. Stick to morphine and you'll be fine. Any medicine is fine if it lets you avoid making cuts. I'll stick to morphine. Morphine can relieve a patient's pain. Bones, nerves, and blood. Okay. Administer a painkiller. I could do it again. It's time for the most important part. Do you remember what a mete is? They're the bones, nerves, and flesh. That's what always struck me as strange. What about blood and internal organs? Why aren't bones the deepest layer? I told you time and again that triangular plots ruin imagination. I also told you that our ancestors perceived the world as a single whole and treasured its many links and connections. Respect the clarity of thought they possessed. What is the most important part of your knowledge of the layers? Any disease always hides within one of the three, at first at least. How do the Ulmars and different herbs correspond to these layers? An Ulmar will only reveal symptoms of the layer of the same color. Let's say you're making an Ulmar from 2 herbs. How do you know which color you will get? One of the herbs decides. You learn the properties of herbs in due time. Only this way will you understand how things are connected. Grab more herbs and water. Prepare an Ulmar of every color. Go in blind for now, and the herbs will reveal themselves to you. Try again and again, and that's how you will learn to link things together. Okay. And make 1 tincture of each color. Okay, so brown and blood made a white. Black and blood made a yellow. Okay. Blood and brown also made a white. So brown and black then made an orange. Okay. No more of every color is linked to a specific layer. Tell me how. You can only reveal the symptoms on that layer. Correct. However, there's a catch. What do you think it is? A single symptom may be connected to several layers at once. Your job is to eliminate all the wrong possibilities. Yet every single tincture I give the patient hurts them. That is so. You have to keep an eye out for pain levels. It's time to act. Uncover the symptoms. Determine which layer is out of balance. Do your best to use as few Ulmars as possible. You have everything you need. I'll be careful. Tinctures hurt patients. When they're in too much pain, I can't figure out which of their layers is sick. I made tinctures of all 3 colors. Time for diagnostics. Okay. So if I do a white, it'll tell me information about all the stuff touching white. Okay, so the diagnosis is either the bones or the nerves are the problem. So I assume if I use the nerve medicine, use another painkiller. This is 5 morphine. Okay, so it's about ruling things out. It's definitively in the bones. I have a white. Now you know which layer the illness is hiding on. It's time to administer antibiotics. Single one, right? You can only administer a single one. Antibiotics are harmful. You'll learn to make your own, but later. For now, you can use pills. There should be a stash around here somewhere. Choose the correct one. Antibiotics lower the level of infection. Knowing the precise strain of the disease, I can give the patient the correct antibiotic. 3 types of medicine are used to heal people: tinctures, painkillers, and antibiotics. They're also colored. Solid minigame. Neomycinum. Lowers the infection, fixes the bone layer of the human body, doesn't completely heal the patient, but lowers the chance of death. Alright, we've reduced the infection. See, that wasn't so hard. Soon you will remember everything. You'll make a great healer. A healer I'll be proud of. So sorry you won't be around to see it, Father. Okay. By mixing water and herbs, I can make an immunity booster. Unsurprisingly, it boosts immunity. Surprisingly, it also reveals symptoms of diseases. I can now cure people with tinctures and store-bought medicine. Good morning, Night Owl. No worries. We just did the medicine minigame. What is this thing? A toolbox, I guess. That's scrap. Okay, well, now I have a use for all the water I have. I have so many different herbs. And I did not write anything down. Brown and a blood made one, right? It made a white. I think that's right. I don't actually have any antibiotics. Yes. Okay. Let's... I have a feeling I don't need to carry a note about Cat around. The alien-looking dude was apparently a childhood toy that I talked to as though it were my father. Let's get an extra white. So that's 2 of those. I don't remember how to... Oh, God. Time. Time is still happening. Why is time happening? Yeah, Vladolginsky. We'll ask him about the note. What business did he have with my father? It's 10 o'clock. I have 2 hours till the day is over. I've got one of each thing now. I'll go with that, I guess. I want to get my hands on some antibiotics at some point. Upgrade inventory. If I can get some fabric and thread, I can carry more stuff. Oh, and I can repair clothing and tools. Okay. We got game mechanics, people.
Put my trust in Paw, Claw, and Whisker. Not you, Drifter.
Hello? Anyone in there? Can you hear me? For a moment, you just stood there. Feeling bad, maybe? The air's thick here in September. Breathe in too deep and you'll pass out. I was just remembering Father. So does it work now?
The Olympic? It does. What about the big one? I'll fix it too. Would you like me to look for scrap metal? What do you need to fix it? Cogs and stuff? I need a special toolkit for it. Oh, you can find toolkits in shops, but rarely. But it's doable. But I don't think anyone's selling one now. But if I see one, I'll let you know. Well, I haven't seen a single toolkit anywhere over these past few days, so if you find one, let me know. Second contraption needs serious repair. It requires a toolkit. I haven't seen one around for days. I'll look for it later. And a bed I can sleep on. Sleep is for the weak. I am busy.
A long neck and a fat body and hooves for feet. So it's an albino. And people say it wasn't the Earth that made it.
I'm sorry about your loss. Still, think bright thoughts. Earth takes her due, but gives in kind. Have you now remembered me? Do you remember our connection? Your dress is even more torn than before. You danced with all your energy, huh? I needed to make Earth split open to lay your father to rest. I see. I'm all yours, Kirkin. What is your name? So you don't remember at all? No, I honestly don't. This is what you told me once. I often dream of salt, either its taste or color or whole salt pits, or holding some in my pinched fingers. Do you believe me now? I never told anyone about it, even my friends. Even Laura doesn't know. Barkane, Barkane. Forget Laura. That's not why I'm following you. Why then? Ineshiyun kun geshebe. You're not heartless, however cruel. I won't leave you. I hold no grudge against you. Just mind this. When you finally remember, when you realize why you need me, do not hold a grudge either. Promise? I'm not the type to hold grudges. Don't send me away. We are bound, you and I. I am yours. Remember that, at least. Alright, I'll remember. I have no idea what that's about. Sinbina, hello, Nakirne. See, I brought your bull. Cleaned it up, too. We Katanake will never swindle one another. I hope it does talk one day. So you say it'll warn me of danger? It will! You believed me, and for that, you'll be rewarded. Mother Bodo and Suak be my witness. Thank you. I shall call it Lucky Find. The Wonder Bull. Got anything to say? Good bull. Who's a good bull? Okay. I don't have food. I need food and to get to Vlad. I hit the shady shop on the way. Okay. Fish, milk, pemmican. That's a lot of money. I've got a good scalpel now. Let's sell the razor. Won't need that. Hold on to the morphine, because apparently painkillers super useful. I'm gonna sell the rusty scalpel and assume that I'll be good here. Medicines don't sell for much either. The water bottles sell okay.
eat the fish. Eat the pemmican. Wait a bit and we'll drink the milk. Just a regular guy. Where are the alcoholics? I want to give them water for bandages.
What?
Were you the person who left my father a note? It was attached to a key. What made you think so? Well, it was signed with your initials, and I thought, so there was a key, huh? Signed VO. More than one person in the world happens to have these initials, but not all of them have keys to spare. I think I know who VO is. Ugh. Indeed, that son of mine is punishment from God, plotting behind my back now, but I'll get him. So it was your son, also a Vlad Olgimsky. I don't throw keys around, I keep them close. Your father had his own house, and he never locked it. Always open, unafraid of thieves. Thank you, Master Brock, for letting me know. I'll be sure to investigate this mysterious key. Sorry I bothered you. Okay. I guess I will head to where the kids meet up, because that's the only quest marker I have left. See if they know anything else, I guess. This way. She'll take the tinctures from me. Interesting. Okay. It's 11. Kids by the station. White, yellow, red, blue, green. What are you kids doing? Train summoning. Is it working? There's too few of us, not enough power. Do you all call at once or take turns? Why do you ask, Uncle Hunchback? You're so huge, like a giant. Can I help? Actually, you're really big. Maybe you can help. Do you know how to train summon? I used to, but it's been a while.
First, you have to wish really, really hard for it to come. Can you do that? Definitely. Next, you have to give it a name. It needs to be an adjective, so that it'll be adjacent. Got it? Iron. Last, find the dead end of a railroad and the southernmost one that goes into the steppe and curves a bit. Stand there and think real hard about how it needs to come soon and call it by the name held in your mind, will you? Fine, if I don't have to say it out loud. At least I won't look stupid. 2 weeks late already, and I'm waiting for a wonderful parcel. Candy? Nope, stamps. My daddy's peaked cap from the war. Sounds cool. Racing train. Fast, faster, fastest train. Speedy, lightning quick. Immediate, I guess I'm choosing wrong names. These names seem fine. Okay. I guess I see if I can get down there. I don't think I'm going to summon a train. But I also don't know what's going to happen. Excuse me. It's easier to find herbs at night because of the fireflies. Interesting. Southernmost one curves out a bit. Iron. Okay. That didn't seem to do anything. I'm not really surprised by that. I just don't know why the game had me come out here. Except maybe to see the herbs in the steppe on the way. Yes, I definitely have a need for more herbs.
right. Death toll over the past 24 hours, 13 people gone missing, 7. New pantomime being rehearsed at the theater.
The day is over. The end draws ever closer. A new pantomime is rehearsed at the theater.
Let's head to the theater. See how it feels about what I've done. Okay. Father's house is infected and it's spreading to nearby houses. Haven't had a problem with a mugger yet. Keep expecting to. I think I get blamed for the plague. Probably. Okay, just doesn't want to talk at all. And has covered his face in what looks like chalk. Whoa. Well, okay then. On the wrong side of the theater. Well, I guess that is it for my bullets. You take broken things. I do not have a shotgun. He won't take the bloody lockpick, but he'll take the regular lockpick. He will take blood, though. I'm really just looking to like eat this right now. It's not that complicated. Pick that back up. Okay. I run faster without a weapon in my hand.
I can work miracles. I just lay hands on a person and they You know, if they had cancer or a tumor or something in the blood. I'm not very good with terms, but God loves me.
3 years ago, a cure for typhoid was found. 4 years ago for the Blue Death. A year ago for a strain of smallpox. Science is all-powerful.
Local medicine can do a lot. Although while studying, I started to see it as backwards, but it did work at times.
Well, satisfied with your boasting? Trying to impress each other like little kids? Unbelievable.
Enough with this ridiculous meeting, you bunch of quacks. No type of medicine will help you here.
Is there something up the stairs? No. Okay. Okay, several children's stashes. The step people meeting after dark. Let's see if we can get there and then sleep at home. Sticky hangs out in our lair. Interesting. People who need me will sometimes wait around this place. Interesting. Should be able to just cut through. Wrong button. I did not mean to threaten the barrel of water. So, yes, those were the three main characters of the first game, which I am one of them right now. But that's basically the framework. You have a miracle healer, a trained medicinal doctor, and a local bloodletter, basically, as the doctors in town as the plague breaks out. They all have very different approaches, and neither of them thinks the other is practicing real medicine in any way. So everyone gets in each other's way. But still, there's a couple thousand people here. Maybe the little girl can cure people with a touch. Why not give it a shot? Nothing else is working. Saba will teach us. She knows the way. She speaks to Earth. Mother Bodo talks to us through her. What will she teach you? She knows our traditions. We have long been oppressed. Now we face extinction. We forget our language, our crafts and arts, the art of talking to Earth, the language of herbs, the craft of lines. She advises well. What advising do you need? Not a simple one. I'm sure it's simpler than you think. I want to ask Saba, will our brothers and sisters be allowed to marry? The kin are, well, kin. We're all children of Bodo, and there's so few of us left. You should ask her. I'm not gonna... You do not look good. I will ask Mother about self-sacrifice. She said we must sacrifice everything for our fellow kin as we prepare to flood the town. I gave everything I had, even my own entrails. Now I'm dying. Did I make the correct decision? What for? I will tell it to Saba. It's a long story. I should save my strength. Okay. Beat the Quran. You're back. What say you? Who are you? Have you forgotten our faces already? We asked you for help. We wanted to be let into the Warrens. I couldn't persuade Big Vlad. Here's your money. I paid her back. Saba Otun's reflection. She drinks a lot of milk. What do I care? No one knows how she became herself. Suspicion and fear surround a tale of one who left the steppe. She's said to be inhuman, a doll of clay and bone, Shabnakadig. There is blood in her veins. The same can be said of Earth. So what? Those are mere legends. My master waits for her assigned time. 5 years ago, during the first outbreak, Earth cast her with a secret task that must have been fulfilled back then. Are you saying that? The first outbreak was curbed by your father, however. With vicious force, he changed the flow of history, and Saba Uspte, Saba Utun, the one called Aspidi by common folk, stayed behind within this world, a groomless bride, a blemish, lost, estranged from her true goals, believes she owes her life to Isidore, who made her, who foresaw her. What do you mean, made her? What nonsense is this? She feigns humanity quite well, and holds respect and power in the kin. She rules over this hiding place where stepfolk can find escape from being yoked within old Gimski's cruel mill. Here they can hide and heal and run their midnight markets. Are there many such step people? Enough. Enough to flood the town. There will be blood. Your father, whom she worships without understanding, meant the kin to merge into the town to make a body whole. But we cannot and will not. So she decided to adjust the town to the needs of the kin. She brokers work for brides in Odong, setting them up as dancers or couriers. One wonders why. She doesn't know what she's doing. Indeed, she is not human after all, but love does drive her, like it drives you, and love is blind and foolish. Not always.
The foreman has hooves for feet, or so I've been told.
Earthworm your roots, Emshen. Who are all these people, Saba? What do they want? They respect me, you see. I know not the lines, but I sense Earth. I speak to them on her behalf. They believe I am made of soil, like Shabnakadig, though they don't call me that. So you're like a religious teacher to the kid. Did father know? No, I shielded him from this. Remember, it was I who loved him. I was not loved in return, for he regretted me coming into being. I reminded him of his bitter sin. What sin? The first outbreak. Do you know how old I am? I first awoke 5 years ago when it happened. There were many dead, and many of the dead were of our people, the Katanahe. The crude sprawl is a poor district. What is your role in all this? I teach the truth of the kin to these people. I retell our old legends. I remind them of Bodo's will, of how the world is a body. I hear the earth and speak her will for them. I make sure they know where they came from and where they are going. A sick people, a weak people needs this. Our future hangs by a thread. Why were they asking for me then and not you? I knew that would happen. You have done well following the lines. You think so? My answers were not the same you would have given them. They believe they come here for advice. False. They have long since made up their minds. Now only their weakness sows doubt in them. We take on the burden of that doubt. Whatever we tell them, they'll do what they think is right. Was that your idea of help? They are helping us, not the other way around. The question matters, not the answer. To the listener, not the speaker. They carry their own stories, you carry yours. Such is the truth of the lines, Tangier. The truth of the earth. I'll give this some thought.
Trudge on, human. Let go of foresight. You'll sight no wheel ahead.
Okay, so everyone's really holding to the idea that Aspity was born from the Earth 5 years ago, fully formed, when the first outbreak happened. And the kin just turned to her as a teacher. I have a question for our mother. There's little time left before it all ends. When it happens, would I be allowed to spare the lives of those who trusted me and called themselves friends? Would I be allowed to not kill them? Yes. That feels like a yes. I'm good with that one. Okay then. It is definitely time for sleep. We are sleeping in our father's hidden lab. Nothing from Sticky right now. I'll just have to keep an eye out for these items. Nothing new in here, though I can drop the herbs. At least for now. Oh, here's the toy I was talking to. Yep. Cool. Six hours will take us to 8:30. That feels like a lot. Let's go to 7:30. Oh, great. Dream. Wonderful. But these are my bound. It's Murky, Sticky, Grace. Okay. Kelly, you're usually in charge.
Before your crowd, clapping.
Don't be afraid. We're all on the same side for now, aren't we? I know who you are. You're the kids from Father's list. We're all grateful to you. We know protecting us isn't easy, but you still do it. You make sure we live. There are 7 of you. There was an 8th on the list. Where is he? Here, for now. He's the Erderg. I can't see him. You think you can't see the 8th because you're looking the wrong way, but he's here. It's fortunate he's still on this side. Why? Because he's the Erderg. If he lives, so do we. If he begins to die, so will we. What's an Erderg? It's Thresh! Hot secret. Fun. Why linger? Don't get sidetracked. You have a duty. You have the list. Go back. Who are you? We're watching, observing. No time for games now. We must watch. Watch what? Which one of them will enter the door first? I think it'll be the older girl, not the boy in a collar. Relax, I'll go first. So those 2 are from the secret ending of the first game. I assume they would play into a factor here as well. All of that. I only actually slept for an hour. Apart from the 7 kids, there was an 8th on the list, a Derg. An Erderg, perhaps? Who or what is it? I suspect I will one day have to find out. And that's where we're gonna stop for today. Right there. Felt like a very confusing session of the game. But it's starting. We at least know how to make immunity booster tinctures. My Zerk tincture has a plus by it. Must be a better version of it? I'm gonna have to go through and, like, get some scrap paper and write down what I actually mixed together and what I made. But yeah, from here we will, try to save the town from the plague that's definitely starting to spread. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Bye.